Hey everybody, welcome back to Gone Gliding. This is Jason. Here I am in Utah at the south side of Point of the Mountain taking hang gliding lesson number 6 today. So come fly with me and learn how to fly a hang glider. Today, continuing from lesson 5, working a little bit on my roll control, my pitch control, trying to bring my speed and my ability to be up and down where I want, as well as left and right where I want, so I can focus on an object, a goal of where I'm flying to, and get there safely without being knocked around too much by the wind or distracted by something. So still working on all of that like I was in lesson 5, from about the same height, about 100 feet up the hill behind me. And I want to get working pretty soon on making intentional turns. So not just turning to correct the wind, but changing my target. So if I'm going to one direction, I want to change my direction intentionally for whatever reason. And that's going to start happening soon. I hope to do that today, but we had a lot of crosswinds and just wonky winds all over the place today. We had some thermals coming up, which caused some gusts to have a differential of wind speeds. And so that just made things a little bit tricky for a beginner pilot like me. But I had a lot of fun with it today. I'm excited for you to watch it. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and look forward to seeing you watch all my videos and interacting with me as I learn my free flight journey of hang gliding.
All right, so I've definitely developed a habit of looking at the weather. The Cloudbase app is really good on iPhone. My lessons start at 8 a.m., so I was looking from 7 to 7:30. The wind speeds were 14 to 15 miles an hour. And then I checked the forecast from about 8 to 11 a.m. to see what I'm expecting here at the surface, 9 to 14 mile an hour winds. And then I go to the iPhone weather app as well. I check the wind there and just kind of compare that to the Cloudbase app so I kind of know what to expect. All right, getting ready. Josh is with us today. Yeah, got a film crew.
So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to have you guys hang checking each other. Okay. So Seth, go ahead, grab onto the keel, put your foot on the base bar, get square to the hill, and then Seth, you're going to want to come all the way in here, in between the wires. Put your hand on the keel, put your foot on that bar, and really brace with the other one. All right, go ahead, hang on down. You see how fun that is. All right, so it takes a little bit to get the balance great, but big thing, you're also looking at each other's lines, making sure that stuff is how you want them to be. All right, so purple flag.
Okay.
Pretty cross, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna let the wing be balanced. We're gonna keep our target there. Pressure on that left hand, and just let me know when it feels balanced.
Okay.
So let your nose up a tiny bit. Feel out the wing. We can feel it's pretty cross, pretty tricky. Pressure on that left hand, and just let me know when it feels balanced. Stand up tall. How's that?
Yeah, good.
All right, have fun.
Eyes on that target, relax your grip a little bit. Feel the glider. Let it out. Keep letting it out. Keep steering. Awesome.
Launching.
Really nice looking warm up there. Like I said, tricky launch conditions, you made that work really well. Notice a little bit of a right turn. That's just gonna kind of happen in conditions like these. I addressed that well. That was a good looking input. Grip got a little tight from what I was seeing there. Notice when you loosened it up, I could notice that you were kind of conscious of that later on in the play. Once you're able to feel that glider out, it gets a lot easier to be proportional with those roll controls. And then you made that landing look really nice. The only thing with the landing, just remember, keep steering as long as the glider's moving.
I think some pretty fun conditions out there. You can see the purple flag.
Okay.
Stand up, straight back, feeling for balance. got a little breeze coming up at us. Once that gets here, let me know when it's feeling good. Put a little pressure on your right hand. And just hold that pressure and wait. A little bit more. There you go. How's that feeling?
It's feeling good.
Have fun.
Launching! That was wonky.
All right, really nice controls throughout that flight. Definitely saw a lighter grip there. That looked good. Really crosswinds, like I said, it's interesting air out there right now. Biggest thing that led to difficulty on that one, see if you can remember about how long it took you to realize we were off track at the start there. That's something you want to kind of address by having a really good idea of where your intended path is. Taking a little bit to notice there lets me think you were kind of focused on feel on the glider, X, Y, and Z, maybe looking at the target, but you really want to kind of know what track you want it to be on so that you can recognize it when we're starting to get off track. Didn't let it get too far out of whack. You did do a great correction coming back, even able to be a little conversational, telling you to make that turn to the left. You did that, and then we changed the target back to the right a little bit. It just gets difficult once we get off track like that and have to kind of, I'm not going to be on the same page as you are in terms of where we're trying to go after that. But yeah, really good looking control of the glider, and then really good job with the landing. Noticing these winds, that pitch control is the easy part. Keeping it balanced is going to be the really big thing to focus on. Notice just that little bit of turn left in the glider as you're putting your feet down translates into a pretty good carry around. Really good control around flight, and good landing.
It's okay to choose a second target, but just that first one, it got you a little off whack, and we just didn't stop it from continuing to get off whack. But I said something, right? I'm letting you kind of hold on for a little bit there. Okay, I just want to know, okay, I want to go in this line. It's okay to get divergence from that line, but you want a new one. Right? That way you can tell, like, oh, I'm not going where I want to go. Yeah. I'm going to make some adjustments. Even if I have to find another place to go, there's some intention to it. Yeah. We don't want to be along for the ride because the wind doesn't care about us. Yeah. Really like the control throughout that entire one. What we're working on this stage in the training is getting that intentionality. All right, we can change our course when needed, but we don't want to really having that course in mind can make it a lot easier to, right? You know, if you're going down a dirt road, it's a lot easier to have that road there to know what you're trying to stay inside of than if it's just a wide open dirt field. You're probably not going to drive in a straight line. Right?
I've driven on the salt flats and I guarantee I didn't go just straight.
Exactly. Right? So that's kind of what we have here is there isn't a road. We have these points of reference out there. And so we don't necessarily need to do a straight as narrow track through space, but we want to have an idealized one that we can kind of reference. Okay. Right? And so that's going to inform when you're wanting to do roll inputs or a turn or something like that. And remembering speeds are a friend. So, all right, big launching really loud.
Launching!
Okay, start with the walk. And just walk. Long strides, let it walk. And now you can control your speed. Look where you want to go.
Alright, pretty junky air there. Really nice looking controls. Think you notice on one of those roll inputs, so a little bit of cross control on, so our shoulders, not hips. You notice how that one felt a little bit more hollow than the ones that were working out well. Good job with the speed control. You held that pretty well throughout the flight. Looked like pretty tricky wind on the landing. You did a really good job with that last moment adjustment to get it back in control there. It looked like you should have had enough energy to let it out the rest of the way up onto your feet, but it also looked like you may have hit a little bit of a hole there because you came down kind of like there wasn't anything left in the glider. So hard for me to say exactly with that, but I really do like seeing you actively controlling the glider throughout the whole flight there. Nicely done. And it's not going to be easy to make it look pretty in these conditions.
Launching!
Very good.
Strike.
Really nice control there. That went pretty straight. You were definitely a lot more active, a lot more on top of it. When the glider started to get out of whack, so that looked good at the end there. I think got a little bump as we're starting to think about the ground. I checked the video Josh was taking there. We may see if there's a moment you lock eyes with the camera. Notice from that moment on, the glider's tracking directly towards it. So that's a pretty good example of if there's something you really want to avoid, look where it isn't. But if you were just looking straight and that was a pretty big crosswind coming through messing with you, like I said, did a great job keeping control of the glider, made that landing look really, really smooth. Notice how cross the glider was to its tracks at the end there. You were pointing like 45 degrees away from where you ended up, but notice the glider's still flying in a straight line, which is what we're really concerned about. Nicely done there.
That was awesome. Do you think I was gonna hit you?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't gonna hit you, buddy.
No, if you're like looking at something,
Yeah.
if you accidentally like driving towards it while you
It's kind of like a bicycle. Whatever you look at, that's where your bicycle tends to go. Same thing with the hang glider. Whatever you're looking at tends to be where you head to go. That's why I try to set a target and then stay flying towards my target. But I wasn't trying to come towards you. I wasn't looking at you. I was looking at the flag. But I got hit by a little crosswind and it changed my direction.
Purple flag for that kind of discolored area to the right of it.
Okay.
Waiting for it to feel like the wind's helping. So you can feel it changing a lot, so
Yeah.
it's definitely on a rush it. We don't really want to go in a lull like this.
Oh, okay.
See that paper blowing around right there? We see everything showing there's more wind,
Okay.
right? So the risk of going when we're in that full lull is you could run into a really big gust, right? And that's going to do all that stuff we were just talking to Seth about while your feet are on the ground.
Okay.
And that's not so fun. So yeah, this is what was coming.
Okay.
This feels smooth to me standing here. I don't know what it feels like in the glider.
That feels good.
Have fun.
All right, launching.
Launch looked really good. Nice looking launch. Good control of the speed all the way through. Hey, you felt that drop out the side of the guts that we launched at right as we get in the air. That's always fun when we're right next to the ground. Notice it's real tempting to let that speed go, but holding it through it is what's going to let you keep control and keep the glider flying. Really liking those reactions to the bumps I've seen you go through, and you made that landing look really easy. I think this is a good place to call it a day. I don't really want to play roulette with the thermals. And I think we're going to start doing that pretty immediately here if we keep going. See if you can fly it as much of the way as you can. When you stand with the glider, if you walk forward a little bit, you might feel it want to take off, and you're just kind of looking to hold that balance point as you go. You start losing it, try to get forward, try to get the nose back down. And then you're adding weight to it is going to make it speed up.
I'm like a bird, won't fly away. That's kind of cool. It's just kind of hovering.